We're doing it at 9, and then you said it, and then I
was on Tumblr just chilling. He's not even doing anything.
Bro, I really wasn't doing anything important. I was really looking at I was looking at my fantasy team actually, to be straight with you.
Who dares defy me?
They are the villains. Ordinary people on the wrong side of justice.
Oh, yes, I was groomed to be an astronaut. And then the monkey took my rightful place!
We're on episode 5 of the podcast. I know because I edited the other one earlier, and that was 4. So, win for Marksman's counting ability. This one, we're doing what we were supposed to do last one before we did the other thing, which I forget the title of what we called the segment, but that was fun. That was a good 40-minute conversation, but we can't really do that every time, and there's really nothing else to talk about. So I figure we'll mix it up, maybe do that again next episode, even though we should have some Cold War tournament info next time. I thought we would be able to talk about it this time, because this podcast does come out next Friday when we're going to be midway through the tournament. But we actually are recording this before we started playing any matches. So we got nothing to talk about on that other than, how do you guys feel about going into the tournament? Are you excited? Are you not excited? You think we'll do good? We just picked up Reflectory as our 4th. We have a couple substitutes. Pretty much the only thing that changed from last podcast. But yeah, how you guys feeling? We're going into it tomorrow, most likely. So,
we play Mischief in them, right?
Mm-hmm. First game is.
That's going to be an interesting one. I don't even know who's on their team, so I think we'll do decent. I don't know as far as how good we'll do. I don't really know, but I think we'll do decent, or at least take maybe the first game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that there's 3 winnable games. The other 2 aren't that I don't think we'll win. I just really don't know how that team's going to work. The one team is the pickup team. They could be good, they could be bad. I have no clue who any of those players are. And then, I don't know, Bomb's team is they could be good, they could be bad. I don't.
His teams are mostly
usually pretty
decent,
solid, but they're not Kuza teams. You know what I mean? They're not 2-0
or not as team he had in this year's league at the end of it, or at least at the end of it.
Yeah. They were top team. So yeah, if we can get to, I think the goal is probably to get out of pole play. If we get there, I think we'll be pretty happy with that. But yeah, I don't know. It's going to be fun. It's been a while since we played Cold War in a competitive way, so I'm kind of excited. These maps are pretty fun looking. Breach is going to be my AR duo for the first time in actual competition. We'll see how that goes.
I'll take that back. We did one.
When?
We did one. There's that game.
I thought that was opposite. I thought we switched to SMG, but I guess that's right.
No.
Oh yeah.
We had to be AR.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
we did all right. Right?
We did good though.
We trolled game 5 up 5-2, 5-3, something like that.
Yeah.
Hi.
We trolled it.
Yeah, I about that.
But first time ever.
Moving on.
First time ever in Cold War history. How about that?
Yeah, first time in Cold War. First time after some actual practice. That one you were just like, oh yeah, you're playing Flex. You've kind of played a little bit here or there on some MW2, so.
Listen, the way he's saying it is acting like I didn't do solid.
in the game? No, I'm saying you did good.
With it.
You did good with it, but now that you've had some time, don't you think you're going to do better? Just straight up.
Yeah, I mean, it'll depend. It really depends. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
first of all, like, it
it's a
depends
different
on
game,
like
too.
yeah, and we haven't played with Reflect in forever. Like, I mean, you guys played with them the other day, but like,
And also in this dynamic.
Yeah,
yeah, and in like the last time we played with Reflect was MW2. Like, I don't even think all four of us was there, it was just
oh yeah, it was just us
me and you.
3. Yeah.
Yeah. Like it was just like we haven't played like with Reflect, so we'll see.
I've talked to Reflect. I don't know. He seems like he's excited to play at the very minimum, which is something we can't say for how it went Vanguard year. And I don't know. I mean, I think we'll do all right.
Yeah, I mean,
my biggest
worry
biggest worries are comms, because none of us have played done comms. Even when we came back for MW2, like we didn't really comm that well. So I gotta think about how I want to actually do some communication here, because I don't. It can't be like we can't go 0 to 100, because I think that will just start pretty cluttered. But we gotta at least do more than just he's there. You know, those comms are fine for ranked play, but we'll have to step it up a little bit. But that's kind of the only concern on that end that I got going in. Like, teamwork wise, it's Cold War, it's a throwback. We're gonna have a little more fun with it than usual, so I'm not too worried about the vibes. But yeah, I think
for sure.
I think that's
and then for me, I think. I mean, this will be probably the most interesting thing I've competed in.
Ever?
Well, because of the fact that just like the dynamic of how it's going to be. And this will be, I think, my first throwback tournament.
Yeah.
In general, so with arguably my best competitive game. But I don't, like I told Mark, I'm like, I don't think I'll reach quite those numbers during like the matches, but you know, as long as Reflex and I can work some magic and Mark and Breach can do their thing, I think we can make it work.
I think we'll be honestly, I think we might come out slow, but I think we can end on a hot note. I really do. That's just how I'm looking at it. Like, and we always come out slow.
Yeah,
we do.
In my opinion,
I think
we always even when we're playing ranked, like just a ranked game, and like the games, we always come out like.
Right.
Just the first snap is like always like, okay. It feels like even when we win, it feels like we're dragging, like, and like we can play so much better. Right. So like, I think that's what's going to happen. I think we will capitalize.
I think that's
like
a bit of a concern for this, because I think our team is structured in a very good hardpoint team, but I don't know how our search is going to be. So I'm worried about our game ones a little bit, because I think that we kind of would like to win those. I don't know. I mean, we have we have no sample size on how it's going to go, actually. But
what's our game one again? What's our map? What map we playing?
Raid? Let me pull it up. Map 1.
Actually, I think it's
as long
Gary?
as there's a good chance we play, like, if we play tomorrow, it's probably Suitor, but we may have to find a different person, because Happy's been chalking my time and not letting me know. But we go Raid, Express, Gary, Moscow, Raid. So that map set's actually not terrible. I like the HPs. I don't like the control. And the S&D, like I said, we'll see. We were never really good at Raid or Express S&D back in the day, but that was only 50% of the same team, you know?
And not only that, there's
been... So, you know, we'll see.
No. And I've always loved Raid S&D, so
well, that's good.
I don't know how
we couldn't figure.
I don't know how you guys have felt. I don't know how you guys have felt.
Yeah.
So for me, like I did consistent in all the S&Ds.
Mm-hmm.
And Mark, would pop off maybe every 3 S&Ds because it was his first year.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Just learning. But we also had Nice Shot, who's only carried an S&D once or twice, and both times was on Miami. And then Zoe
was Miami specialist
with an AR, yes.
Yeah.
and then he'll make a play here and there in S&D. He'll just have like a random like pop off clip that just makes you go like jaw drop, but especially considering his connection. But we struggled as a whole, as a team. S&D.
Yeah,
I think S&D was always at least in Cold War. What I remember, I was better at S&D, I think, than I was at Respawn.
well, how do you think you're gonna do on the flex? On
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, I don't know how much
gonna be different.
S&D you've played as a flex either. Like even in ranked play, I mean, I guess we've been doing it for about a month now, so we're getting there.
I mean, it doesn't count. I don't count it in.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of games that goes on, but like I mean, the way you want to approach it's about the same, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but you got to think, even the Fugaze, I mean, the Fugaze, everyone uses it to their advantage.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Fugaze, but I mean, at the end of the day, we all do the same crap to use it to our advantage. So like, it's not gonna be even close to the same in my opinion. I think I'm just gonna have to like fill it and just fill it round by round personally. That's just gonna how it have to be. If I feel like I'm pushing up too much, that's probably how I'm just gonna have to push back a little more. I mean, that's just
and that will be key
how it's gonna have to play
for our comms as well. Is like if I see something that I'm like as flex, I need your help on this, or let's do this. Like we'll just have to make sure we're actively communicating, at least in search, like in-game adjustments, something that we kind of struggled to do in Vanguard. That I think will be pretty important for us to do. And we've had a lot more time, like, as a trio, even though not competing, that I think our comms as a whole will be better, because we know each other better and we know how to communicate or what we want from each other. So I think that will help. And it's also a throwback, so we have a bit of advantage where our issue's been everyone else scrims this game nonstop. In a throwback, it's not as much that. I mean, you got some people that haven't stopped playing Cold War, but I don't know if any of them are in this tournament. I guess we'll find out, but that should put our advantage a little bit. But yeah, that's this week, as in when this podcast comes out. But yeah, we got no info right now because we don't play till tomorrow. So, any final thoughts going into that?
You got to remember, I was an S&D demon that year.
Yeah.
If I dropped less than 12, it was a surprise. So, but I can still make those reads.
Yeah, I
can still make those reads at least.
That's kind of what we're seeing what translates and what doesn't, and then we'll adjust from there. Especially with, like I said, this last time we played as a 4 was midway through Vanguard, so. It's been a minute, but it's different now as far as the roles. Completely different. I don't know. The vibes are different too. I think we're all in a slightly better place as far as where we were in Vanguard. So I'm excited. At the very least, we get to play some comp for a little bit.
Yes.
For this, and then the Vanguard throwback in October. So, I mean, I'm excited for both of those.
I am too, honestly.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. We have. I still haven't prepped for this one segment that I want to do. I have one question, and I can't think of others. So my question to you guys: do you want me to say the one thing, and then you come up with ideas for next time, or do you want me to do it off the podcast and have you guys come up with ideas and just start it next podcast?
Go ahead and do it now.
So. I don't know if you guys remember, when I explained these in the season finale last year. The segment's called Tell Me Something. So each person is given a scenario. For example, Something you can say in Call of Duty and to your mechanic is an example of that. It's supposed to be like funny and not too out of pocket, you know, as far as the situations and what we say to them, because recall we're doing this for content. If you have but the only one I came up with was tell me something you can say to your COD teammates that you can't say to your girlfriend. And like I said, my worry is we're gonna get out of pocket with it. So henceforth, I couldn't come up with any other ones. I was sitting there for like 30 minutes, but that was my only one. So yeah, do you want to answer this one, or do you want to wait and just think of other ones as well, and then we'll do it next time? I figure we could just wait.
I'll say it.
All right, all right, we'll do it. We'll do it.
I think I got one too. You go first, CeeJ.
You go first, bud. I'm a little nervous. I got an idea, but I'm debating on it.
Hey, I can still edit it. Thank God.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not live. God bless America.
That you can't say to your girlfriend?
That you can't.
Yeah, that you can't.
Oh, I thought you said can or can't.
Cannot.
Or cannot.
Can't.
You cannot say.
Cannot. Oh, dang.
Or at least
dang. I thought you said
say.
I thought you said can because I was gonna say dang.
But it's.
I thought you said can because I was gonna say dang. You just got fucked.
Okay, that. All right. I mean, we'll accept that one. There's no real rules here.
That was bomb.
Mine was more or less that you shouldn't have to say to your girlfriend, and mine was, you know, get off my ass. But yeah, I was trying to think of a toned down thing. You know, I don't say that much because I swear a lot more, but I was trying to tone it down for the podcast. But God, CeeJ, do you have yours in any thing? But yeah, you see like what we're going for. I can't think of any other.
They're flanking our ass.
They're flanking.
Shut up before I shot punch you.
Man, this is getting violent. Goodness. Yeah, I don't.
You can't say it to the girlfriend, man.
That's true. You can't say. You're right. You can't say it. Like, we'll think. We'll try to.
I was going to say something else with this, but that'd be a little too overblown.
As a whole, this segment may get may have to get put on the back burner because I don't trust this very much. Like, if we got a multiple of these, then I don't know how that night's gonna go. So far,
if you have multiple hoes, you can say, "Dang, it looks like I'm in a 1v4 now."
1v4.
Oh yeah, I'm going to plant the bomb.
Okay. Gonna
are we going to A bomb or B bomb?
Oh God.
Get it? Think about it. Really put it.
I didn't want to get it. Goodness. All right. So this is a good sample. This is a good sample of me thinking
getting out of hand.
Further. Yeah, this is me thinking about this very time. I guess if you really enjoyed this,
she's on the heady. She's on the heady.
God, this is awesome. If you guys really enjoyed this, I guess we could bring it back and think of other things.
Dang.
But
Dang.
But I'm on.
Dang.
Podcast is
she made
good. Yeah, go ahead.
She made me push. She made me push when she was on the heady, and I couldn't get off.
Yeah, no. Okay.
This is your fault.
Our podcast is just such a different. You know, like if we said this in game, it's like all right, it's normal. But our podcast is such a different audience. You know, what would our Belgium guy think of you, Breach? What would he think of that? He might be with it.
Probably laughing at it.
Shit. No, it's funny. I just like I said, I don't know how we would do other ones that wouldn't get worse. Because I had some ideas, but I was like, no. No.
Damn, shit. Dang, she's on the hard point.
Jeez. Okay.
Oh God.
She's
Really
on,
took
she's on
liberties with
P1.
this.
Let's take control.
Oh, I couldn't let that one go, bro. She was.
You got any more breach before?
I'm just rattling them off at this point, brother.
Oh, shit.
Oh, okay. I'm done, I think.
Because, I mean, the only thing left we got is some would you rathers, because...
Have at it.
Yeah. So, would you rather be forced to listen to the same 10 songs on repeat for the rest of your life, or forced to watch the same 5 movies on repeat for the rest of your life?
Songs for sure. For me.
Movies. I watch movies anyways.
I probably listen to the same songs on repeat anyway. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
I have like the same I listen to the same first 10 songs on my playlist every morning when I work out. So it's like
Right.
I don't like.
Yeah, I'm the same way with that.
Well, like I know I would get bored by the same 5 movies.
The same 5 movies is like you can't watch any new movies. So in that sense, I definitely have to go with songs because I like new movies too much.
Imagine if you picked like one movie out of a set, like you could only watch like I don't know the first like Star Wars or something like that. Like then you gotta like
then
you gotta remember what happened. Yeah, like like you gotta make up what happened.
Or just start off with episode 4. You know.
Well, you are right.
Yeah.
You are right, but like still. Anyways, that's my point here. Like,
yeah,
that would be annoying to me.
I kind of share in that, but I mean, CeeJ says he likes music more than movies, so.
Hey, that's fair. Like,
yeah, because I'm like the opposite. I mean, I don't dislike music, but I enjoy some movies. So.
I mean, I'm not saying I wouldn't hate either one of them. I'm just saying like
they both would get pretty boring.
Like,
at least you
stale.
get to pick, right?
Yeah. True.
Would you rather have to speak in rhyme for the rest of your life or have to speak in riddles for the rest of your life? I think I would say rhyming would be like you're kind of just an asshole at that point. Like riddles, people couldn't stand you. Like you couldn't carry on a conversation. Yeah. They just leave. Like rhyming, people, like, what's wrong with you? But they wouldn't like get pissed off. Riddles, like oh my gosh, if somebody came up with a riddle, I'm punching them.
Imagine having a heart attack and trying to tell someone, and you're like, so it makes something stop at the quick of a beat. I cannot breathe. Yes, what am I?
What am I? Please, what am I?
And you're just standing there with a stiff face, and someone's trying to guess it. Like,
oh my god!
Okay. I feel like I would need a translator. Like that would be terrible.
Somebody that's really good at riddles follows you around all the time.
At least with rhymes, I can be like...
Yeah, you get full sentences. It's just like, they gotta line up a little bit.
Become a rapper or a songwriter.
Exactly.
You know?
That would just be so much easier, in my opinion. Like,
I mean, the other option, you would just have to become the Batman villain, the Riddler. And that's no fun, so...
No.
Yeah, imagine, you could never say anything.
That dude deserves to get his ass whooped.
Yeah. Maybe the most annoying.
Imagine being standing in line at the DMV all day or something like that, and you get up to the front. You get up to the front, and the guy in front of you goes, "I have to renew my thing of whatever saying a riddle." Like I would be irritated. I would want to punch you.
You're in the McDonald's drive-thru, just struggling. the guy behind the mic has no clue what you're saying. Just want a damn cheeseburger. I just want a damn cheeseburger.
Wrong burger.
That would be wild. That would be wild. Imagine trying to pay, and he's like, "It adds up to this, but you minus that." What am I?
I would just probably stop talking at that point.
Become a mime.
I would never say anything. I would just, I would just start pointing.
Aggressively pointing.
Start writing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you could write. Like, doesn't loophole.
Yeah.
Would you rather listen to an annoying laugh for a whole day, or get tickled for an hour?
Oh god.
I could do the laugh thing. I mean, it would get
I can
rough,
do that.
but I don't think I could do the. I don't like the tickling thing.
I can do the tickling, but the only thing is I don't like people touching me.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's how
where
I
I'm
am,
at too.
but
Is
like-
like, please, I don't.
But I'm not ticklish. I'm not really
whole day,
ticklish.
bro?
So it's like
A whole
24
day.
hours?
Yeah, I know, right?
24?
it'd be like the SpongeBob laugh
But
the
at a-
whole
Right. But
time.
at a certain point, you probably just tune it out, right?
No,
Probably,
I don't know.
but that's, I don't know.
It's a risk.
I'm
of
way too
liking,
when
I
I'm-
guess.
When I think of an annoying laugh, I'm thinking of like, it's one of those things I can't get over.
Right.
I've had those experiences where I've just had to leave the room. So I'm like, I'm like, yeah, exactly. Like I just can't do it. Like I can't vibe with you if you have like
Please.
don't get me wrong. Everybody has like something weird about them, and if it's just a weird laugh, it's okay if you're just doing it for like even a minute. But if you're like going on and on and on, and it's like 30 minutes in, bro, I just want to throw you out the window.
I'd just rather not be friends with you. Yeah.
Exactly. Like you're not wrong.
Oh god.
Would you rather have a hook for a hand or a peg for a leg?
Peg for a leg.
Yeah, I feel like as a
I-
somebody that
as-
likes playing video games, I mean,
Yeah, I'd go with
for a
peg.
leg with my terrible knee.
And I would have a lot of jokes with it too.
Yeah, a hook for a hand would be like, I don't know.
CeeJ is the Riddler. CeeJ starts dropping riddles. I knew it.
Yeah, I mean, if you got a hook for a hand, you kind of have to just commit to a pirate life and go on the sea. Because there's not much else you can
Right.
do. I mean, you might be pretty good at barbecuing at that point. You just stab a freaking burger. And
Attach a spatula, bro. A spatula, like to flip burgers.
Just put it through the freaking thing.
You remember the SpongeBob episode where he gets that really fancy spatula and it has
Yes.
5 different things on it? Yeah. Like get one of those, bro. Then you'd be like a master barbecue or something. Like
Oh shit.
Like, no, he might live a good life. I mean, imagine that. He comes to your barbecue flexing.
Oh shit.
Bruh.
I'm still with the
Yeah, you have to commit to the SpongeBob theme song with the hook.
Yeah. But then I agree. I'm the peg though. Like, don't get me wrong. There's just so much less things like I do with my legs. Like I work out. I can still work out without one leg. I mean, that's like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think
I
peg
think
leg's
there's-
the least of the two.
Yeah.
So,
Like there's a lot less you can do.
would you rather have to eat only broccoli for the rest of your life, or be forced to watch an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians every day?
The episode.
Kardashians.
Yeah, I was just saying.
Yeah.
It would be annoying, but it's one
I hate
episode.
broccoli
What's that, like an hour? I don't know.
Yeah, like
Something like
I
that.
could cope with that. You know,
Yeah,
the
like
broccoli thing,
broccoli,
man, ugh.
bro. And I'm
gag every day.
imagine I can eat broccoli.
Yeah, I don't
But,
mind
like,
broccoli, but
imagine-
you know how tired you'd get of anything only
Yeah.
for the rest of your life. Shit, even pizza.
Yeah, imagine
like
if-
even pizza every day. Like I don't know, there'd be a certain
Yeah.
point where you're like, nah, this tastes like.
Well,
shit.
I feel like I mean, like even if like broccoli, bro, like broccoli's so plain and boring. Like
Yeah.
pizza, at least I could like
Yeah, that's
you know,
true. You can mix it up.
pepperoni, cheese, meat
Right.
lovers, buffalo, whatever. Yeah, there's a lot of pizzas I've seen made. Like you can do that, but like
Broccoli's
broccoli,
just the
bro,
same.
there's only like a couple ways you can spin it. Don't get me wrong, you can put
broccoli on
seasoning.
pizza, maybe. I don't know. You could put cheese on it. You could make fried broccoli proper things. I've had those before.
Do you
Not
put
bad.
broccoli? Do you put?
No,
you
I
put
don't. I'm
broccoli on your
saying
pizza, Mark?
if you wanted to like loophole it, I guess that's what you'd have to do. But you're
Mark,
still eating broccoli.
I'm Italian, brother. I mean, let me
I've
tell you
never
this.
put broccoli on a piece of pizza. Don't
Good.
get me wrong. Don't get me wrong.
Good. good.
But he's suggesting it in
I'm
the
saying,
case
like,
of.
if you had to, you could probably get through it maybe for like a year, but after that, I mean, you're down bad.
I'd kill myself before I did that. Let me tell you now. I would throw myself off a 54-story balcony before I did that, brother.
Yeah.
No way.
I mean,
Before impact.
if the other option was like watching the Keeping Up with the Kardashians like all day, or the only thing you could watch, maybe that's a choice. But I think it's pretty straight up. It's one episode.
I mean, like that's not even fair. I feel like I don't even weigh value. Like I don't even mind watching. Like I don't watch it, but like I've seen an episode, and it's not the greatest thing in the world. It's not what I would watch every day, but like it's not like it's boring. It's not like I mean, I'm sure there's episodes that you would be like, oh, that's kind of funny or that's kind of interesting. So like,
that's true.
Even if you want to watch that episode every day, I mean, what is that like?
Yeah,
an hour.
That's true.
Imagine having to eat broccoli for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
I don't want to go there.
I don't like broccoli to begin with, so it's like
not even a
like CeeJ would be dead within a week. Like if he had to do that,
I wouldn't eat.
Exactly.
I would make a video as my last will. You know,
we'd have to exterminate the planet of broccoli for CeeJ. Like just like as his last wish. We just kill all broccoli lovers and broccoli.
Make
mass extinction.
All right.
Don't worry, we got you, CeeJ.
All right, we'll do one more, and like I said, this one's going to be shorter than usual. But would you rather always hit a red light for the rest of your life when driving, or always get slow internet after the sun goes down? Now this one's tough,
I guess,
because we play video games. But
how far back in the red light?
like it's just every light you get a red light. There's no pace, like when you're driving and it's just like stopping. It's like shit. But also slow internet is a nightmare. I just had it for like a week, and I was like tweaking, just not even playing.
I would map out a way to get around the lights. Like slow internet after dark, that's the only time I play, bro.
Right.
Like
I just get a night job. I just get a night job.
Strictly interstate and back roads.
Exactly. Like then, like imagine getting off of work or doing whatever, and then coming home, and you literally only have like 30 minutes to play because the sun's about to go down.
Well, yeah, especially like, during like holiday season, winter time, like when you play the most is like, I mean, it's nighttime before you're done with your day. So
exactly.
I'd be struggling for sure.
Yeah, I'd be throwing hands, bro. No, I'd be kicked off.
I don't even drive anymore, so but like I will be driving, once I graduate. So it's a postponed one. I guess I'll take the red lights. I mean, it's not the best thing, but like you said, you could probably figure out a way to get around most red lights and then just deal with the ones you got.
I would just make a path, and then I mean, even if it's not that bad, even on the days I hate red lights, unless I'm just running late, bro.
Yeah,
like
that is like the one caveat. Like if you're running super late, then that's like
there's
really nothing more frustrating than hitting every red light when you're.
I'm also the type of guy when I'm like if I'm late, bro, I'm just late, like whatever now, like
right. Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, you're not gonna. I mean, you're getting later, but it doesn't really matter. Like most people don't really care if you're late. You're late. Like
I feel like I don't know how it is though. Like your job, CeeJ, but like if I've never been late, but if I was late,
right.
Like I've always been like just like okay, like it is what it is now. Like I mean, they're not being late. You're already late. It's not gonna you being 10 more minutes late is not gonna affect anything. So
yeah, my current job is like is a small family-owned distributor. Yeah. So So there's very few employees. I'm salary anyways.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter. Like, as long as I communicate with them, that's all they care about.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's usually how most people I've worked for, or, you know, like, school's a little different because they're like, oh, if you're late, you get a hour deducted from your attendance for me. But I mean, like I said, I don't drive to school. It would only be for when I work, and I just have to leave early all the time, which is fine.
Yeah, man.
It is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is.
But yeah, I mean, I guess that wraps up this episode. It's a little shorter than usual, but last one was a bit longer than usual, so we're balancing out the scales here. You guys have anything left to say before we carry on for till the next one?
No. Kissy, kissy, smoochy, smoochy. Goodbye.
I guess that's now your new outro.
Okay.
Yeah, put that as our new outro.
I can't do that.
Well, that's his personal. But
put it as my personal.
Personal one, Breach.
But
Why does it give information?
What information? Well, I'll do it when CeeJ is good.
But wish us luck for the tournament.
Yeah, if you can support some of our streams, I'll probably figure a way to get them. I mean, I assume most of us are streaming. If not, like, whoever is,
I will.
I'll retweet or whatever, and then we'll figure something out. We probably want to have a caster. Being we're like the only ones that would be casters for this, so it's kind of a weird point. But yeah, if we are getting casted or if we're streaming, it'll be out on the social medias. Stop by, say hello, say good luck, all that fun stuff. If you enjoyed this episode of the podcast, please leave a like if you're watching on YouTube. And if you're not on YouTube and you're on an audio platform, follow us on Villains Gaming Official on YouTube and see all the fun content we got coming your way. That's it for us. We'll see you next week, and thank you for watching.